Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you can, as always, please subscribe, like the channel, and also share. It would do a lot for me and mean a lot to me, and it's free for you. So please, if you can, subscribe, like, and share. We're gonna do a little making of coffee. I got some coffee grinds on me, and we're gonna do a little, I guess, camping ghost story. I recently had, I guess what you would call an encounter up on that shoot 2 weeks ago. And I sat on the footage for about 2 weeks, and I want to talk about it. But first, I'm gonna make this coffee. I want to make another cup of coffee, and yeah, let's get it. It is unbelievable how fast that boils. We got some bird right here. We can hear it. Pretty cool. It tastes good. That could have been hot. All right. Coffee time. Coffee. Time to have a cup of coffee. Doesn't hurt to have a couple cups. That's gonna have to last us for the rest of today. So there it is. I couldn't do it. So this here is some of the best black coffee I've ever had. I got this while I was up in Laguna Beach. I'm gonna have to go back there. I don't remember the name of the coffee shop. But I know they said it's a single origin, and the flavors are strawberry and chocolate. You need zero sugar, zero cream. I'm not a sugar guy, but I like cream. You need zero. It is by far the tastiest coffee I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had all walks of coffee. That duck is getting at it. I've had all types of different coffee. Had luwak coffee in Indonesia. I recently got my roasting certificate, so I officially know how to roast coffee. This is the best black cup of coffee I've ever had. It's unbelievable. So beautiful. Absolutely silly how quickly that goes. Oh, man. It smells so good. Should be enough for 2 cups. I just want to try to go melt some of the snow over there. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, so real talk while we're waiting for the food to cook and the coffee. We're gonna have a little coffee talk right now. So if anyone watched my last couple of videos, I was out here 2 weekends ago to the day. I was up on the chute over there and I was just below. Same thing, I got to a late start. And this was all snow, so it wasn't as appealing to sit here and have, cook here and have a cup of coffee. And so I went up, tried out my new crampons, went up pretty high, found a nice spot, and doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Instead, I made the chicken Alfredo pasta. Highly, highly recommend this one. And I made a cup of coffee. Same beans. Awesome. Super, super relaxing. It was just awesome, right? So while on the mountain, and I've heard of this happening out on the East Coast. I've heard of it happening in a PNW. I've YouTubed it quite a bit. Heard of some stories. It's never happened to me before. I've spent some time in the woods, especially bow hunting. Things will whistle at you. It sounds weird. I didn't believe it until I caught it on video last week or 2 weeks ago. When I was sitting back down in between making my cup of coffee and adjusting the camera angles, you'll see me and you'll hear it, a whistle go off, and you'll see me turn around looking what's behind me. Wasn't scared, didn't think anything of it. I honestly thought that it was someone whistling to me from behind me. There was a guy up on the chute. He went ahead of me, and he was going pretty slow. It's half the reason I decided not to go up. I didn't want to be rushed. And I took footage of it. So he was halfway up the chute. There was nobody around me. I didn't think anything of it. I honestly thought it was a bird maybe or whatever. Until the very next day, I started looking over the footage, and I came across the video that had a human whistle, and the whistle sounded like it was directly above the camera. There's woodpeckers over here, so cool. I spent the next 48 hours or so doom scrolling or just researching like crazy, trying to figure out what birds in the area, what birds could make that noise, the whole nine. Then, of course, I went down the rabbit hole, or the ghosts on the mountain, on this mountain, anything of that nature. And I came up with, actually, people have reported while camping here of hearing things. I don't know what it is. I didn't go too deep into it, but activity's been reported here. The other thing is there's been over 90 plane crashes on this mountain. Who knows? Plenty of people have died here. I have no idea. So where I was say right over there-ish. On the other side over there, a plane crashed and 12 people died years ago. So who knows? But for what it's worth, here's the video. Now you can see in that video, I wasn't nervous, I wasn't scrambling, didn't think anything of it. But you can see, like, I turned and I thought it was coming. It literally sounded like it was right over my right shoulder. And then you listen to the video, the audio, and it literally is right over the camera. So, I don't know. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Here it is. I'll play it one more time. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Drop something, drop me a comment. Give me your thoughts. If it's a ghost or a spirit of the mountain, I mean, how lucky am I? Maybe they're coming to say hello. Do a little French press right now. Maybe they were coming to say hello. I have no idea. If anything, I feel lucky. Pretty cool. Pretty badass, honestly. Obviously not nervous about it. I'm back 2 weeks later. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I think it's super cool. I kind of believe the stories that I hear. I mean, you hear it all the time. You go to YouTube, things will whistle at you in the woods. The Appalachians, the Appalachian Trail, PNW. Who knows what it was? Maybe someone... I've sent this video to a couple people that I know would say you're on drugs. Like, if you're thinking that. They actually believe that maybe it was a spirit presenting themselves or letting themselves be known. Pretty cool either which way. Pretty down with it. So either which way, I'm back here. I'm having a cup of coffee. You know, I'm having my dinner, and it'll take a lot to keep me away from the mountains. So pretty stoked on this. And pretty stoked on this French press. So Josie got me into this MSR cup. It's got the rubber lid on it and handles so you don't burn yourself. Highly recommend. Best cup of coffee I've ever had. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my cup of coffee. If you have any thoughts, you do any research on this, you've heard of anything before. Like I said, I know some Boy Scouts have gone missing and never returned, never found. Plenty of people died on this mountain. Plenty of plane crashes, over 90. I think there's over 90 plane crashes. Who the hell knows? Either which way, I think it's pretty badass, pretty cool. And as always, appreciate you watching this. If you could, subscribe, like, cost you nothing. Share the channel, it'd mean a lot to me. It'll help me grow the channel. And be able to do cool things like this. Hanging out with ghosts on the mountain. Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. It's damn good.